Most people spend their entire lives making promises to themselves they never keep. They start diets they abandon within a week. They set goals they forget about within a month. They make plans for their future and then let every distraction, excuse, and weak emotion derail them. They fall into the cycle of starting strong, losing momentum, quitting, feeling guilty, and then doing it all over again. And the problem isn't that they're lazy or broken or destined to fail. The problem is they've built the habit of quitting on themselves so many times that it's become their default setting. It's not just about willpower, it's about identity. When you constantly bail on your own commitment, your brain starts to expect it. You stop believing yourself. You stop trusting your own word. And once you lose that trust, everything falls apart. The good news is you can fix it. You can retrain your mind. You can rebuild your integrity. You can become someone who finishes what they start. But it takes more than good intentions. It takes action. It takes discomfort. It takes a decision to stop living life on autopilot and take control of your story. The first step to stop quitting on yourself is to shrink the gap between intention and action. Most people live in that gap. They talk about what they're going to do. They fantasize about who they're going to become. They write goals and buy planners and watch motivational videos. But when it's time to move, they hesitate, and hesitation is the death of momentum. The longer you wait between idea and execution, the less likely you are to follow through. So you have to start acting fast. Get out of your head and into your body. The moment you feel resistance, lean into it. If you tell yourself you're going to work out, get up and do it, not in 5 minutes. Now, if you say you're going to write, open the doc and start typing, even if it's trash. The habit of immediate action rewires your brain to stop negotiating with yourself. It eliminates the excuses before they have a chance to form. Next, you have to lower the barrier to entry. One reason people quit is because they set themselves up to fail. They go from doing nothing to trying to overhaul their entire life overnight. They go from never working out to committing to 6 days a week, from eating garbage to strict meal plans, from zero productivity to waking up at 5 a.m., meditating, reading, journaling, working out, and building a business before breakfast. It's unsustainable, and when you inevitably stumble, you fall hard. So stop trying to be perfect. Focus on small, consistent wins. If you can't work out for an hour, do 10 push-ups. If you can't meditate for 20 minutes, do 2. If you can't overhaul your diet, start by cutting out one junk snack. The point isn't to lower your standards forever. It's to build the habit of showing up, of keeping promises to yourself, of creating a new identity. Because identity is built through repetition, and once you start stacking those small wins, your confidence grows, your discipline strengthens, and the bigger actions become easier. Another crucial piece is eliminating the option to quit. Most people leave themselves an out. They tell themselves, I'll try, I'll see how it goes, I'll give it a shot, and that language leaves the door open for failure. If you give yourself the option to quit, you'll take it the moment things get uncomfortable. You have to burn the boat, commit fully, decide that quitting is off the table. And the way you do that is by creating accountability, not necessarily to other people, but to yourself. Set clear, non-negotiable standards. Write them down. Put them somewhere visible. Every time you break them, you see it, you feel it, and you recalibrate. You train your brain to take your own words seriously. You also have to stop chasing motivation. Motivation is a liar. It shows up when things are easy and disappears when you need it most. If you're waiting to feel motivated, you'll wait forever. What you need is discipline, and discipline is built by doing what you said you'd do. Long after the mood you made that decision in has left you, discipline is a muscle. It grows through use. Every time you follow through when you don't feel like it, you get stronger. Every time you keep a promise to yourself when it would be easier to quit, you earn a little more self-respect. And over time, those reps add up until one day you realize you don't even think about quitting anymore. It's just not part of your wiring. Another strategy is to visualize the consequences of quitting. Most people focus on the short-term discomfort of discipline, not the long-term pain of regret. When you feel like bailing, pause and imagine where your life will be in a year if you keep quitting on yourself. The missed opportunities, the health problems, the financial stress, the self-loathing. Make it vivid, make it hurt, because pain is a powerful motivator. Use it and then flip it. Visualize where you could be if you stayed consistent, the confidence, the freedom, the pride, the life you actually want. Let that pull you forward. Lastly, surround yourself with reminders of who you're trying to become. Your environment shapes your behavior. If you're surrounded by people who quit, you'll quit. If your space is cluttered, your habits will be. Clean it. Curate your influences. Follow people who challenge you. Read books that build you. Remove distractions. Make it easier to stay on track than to fall off. And when you do slip, because you will, don't spiral. Don't let one missed workout turn into a week. Don't let one bad meal turn into a binge. Don't let one lazy day derail a month. Reset immediately. The faster you bounce back, the stronger you get. Stopping the habit of quitting on yourself isn't about perfection. It's about resilience, about refusing to stay down, about showing up over and over until it becomes who you are. And once you become the kind of person who finishes what they start, your entire life changes, not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger.